Hello, I'm Kyle with Trident Fly Fishing, and today we're going to tie the foam Humpy fly. This is a variation of Jack Horner's Humpy fly that came out of California in the 1940s. Some folks struggle to tie in the deer hair back of the original fly, and this foam pattern is much easier to tie, and like the original, it floats extremely well. It's usually tied in sizes 10 through 16. Here's the fly in the vise. So the hook we're going to use today is a TMC 100 BL. That's the barbless version of their standard dry fly hook. And the thread we're going to use is Danville's Flymaster 6/0 in orange. So we'll start this tie with getting a thread base about a hook's eye length, 1.5 maybe behind the hook eye. The wing for this fly is going to be some calf body hair, hairline in the color white. And I've got a patch here that's already pretty picked over. I prefer to use the body hair over the calf tail hair because it stacks easier and just looks neater when the fly is finished. The problem with it is calf body hair is not as long, so you got to kind of hunt around through the packages to find some hair that's suitable for the fly you're going to tie. So we'll get all the broken pieces and the fuzz out. Put this in a stacker. I'm going to tie this in with the tips forward. And we want it to be a hook shank in length. So with pinch wrap, we'll get that tied in. I'll try and cut this off at an angle. We'll jump our thread up in front of that hair and form a dam to help stand up the wing. And we're going to separate it into 2 wings with some crossing wraps. And then some X wraps. And then we'll make a few posting turns to further separate the wings. And as you pull back on the wing, it helps separate it further. Pull back and then wrap around like so. Get rid of our strays. Pinch the wings, stand them up. Lots of strays. Next material we're going to tie is going to be the tail. It's going to be some moose body hair. Just several strands will do. Separate all the short broken ones. We'll get this in a stacker. Get the tips all evened up. And we want this to be length of hook shank. Tie that in right over where the barb would be. Like so. Here we go. Trim off our excess. Next material we're going to tie in is going to be the foam back. This is some hairline 1mm foam in the color tan, and I've cut a strip of it that's about a hook gap in width, as you can see. And to keep some of the bulk down, I'm going to cut a point like so. And wrap back to the base of the tail. Caught the hook point there. That looks good. For the body of the fly, we're going to use some Danville's 4-strand nylon floss in the color orange. Run this all the way back to the base of the tail where the foam is. Run our thread back up to the wing and wrap our floss. When we reach the wing, we'll capture the floss, tie it off. Get rid of our excess. And now we're going to bring the foam back up over the top. Make sure it's centered on the fly. And take a couple of fairly loose wraps to make sure it's where we want it. Looks pretty good. And tighten it down. Now we're going to pull up on the foam, cut off the excess, and next we're going to tie in our hackle. Next we're going to tie in the hackle. That's going to be some grizzly and brown from a hairline half cape. We'll tie these two in together, but we'll wrap them separately. Prepare the feather by removing all of the material that's no good. And snip off some barbules on either side of the stem to give us a tie-in point. And our thread forward to the eye. And they're pretty short, so I'm going to use some hackle pliers here. Make a couple of turns behind, maybe 3. Cut that off and tie in the last one. Off our excess, like that. Pull everything back and make a small head. And a 4 or 5 turn whip finish. Cut our thread. And get that wing back a little bit. And some head cement. Saloon's water-based, soaks in well. Flick of the eye cleans it all out. And our fly is complete. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave comments at the bottom of the page, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the current content here at Trident Fly Fishing. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next time.